What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. You are watching Jim Travels the World, and this is me, Jim. We are on a bike ride to Ladakh. This is my third bike ride and my first time in Zanskar. I'm super excited. This is gonna be a week-long trip where I spend time in Manali, Sisu, Jispa, and then enter Ladakh via Zanskar region from Shinkula top. I'll be visiting Purne, Padum, and then from there I'll decide if I'm going to Leh via Singela, Sirsila, or I go to Srinagar and back home. Now, this is gonna be a very long video where I take you through a journey. It's gonna be a long ride, so put your helmets on and let's ride. And I have made it to Manali. I'm staying at the Red House Cafe and Hotel. It's in Manali. Really pretty property. It's quite an affordable stay, and this is what it looks like at night. Obviously, we got mountains on either side. But anyway, I'll give you a room tour tomorrow in the morning. And let's fly a drone. Let's see what this place looks like. We're gonna relax over here now because Zanskar is quite high. Let me close the door before all the bugs get in. Now, because Zanskar is quite high, I don't want to risk going too fast. So I'm staying 2 days in Manali. Staying 2 days in Manali. Then I'm staying one day in Sisu, and then 2 days in Jispa. And hopefully by then my body will be kind of acclimatized / just used to the high altitude. And then we'll go to Shinkula top. So we have 3 more days in Himachal, and then we enter Ladakh. Now I'm really tired. I reached around 7:30, I guess. I was stuck in traffic because of the flash flood that happened, and a piece of road was washed away. So there was a huge line. I got stuck there for hours, and I was riding slow because I was tired from the heat. I was trying to stop every 100 kilometers to drink water, just hydrate myself, and then also I was trying to shoot some videos on GoPro. So yeah, I just had shower. I'm gonna quickly have some dinner and then go to sleep. And then tomorrow morning, I'll show you the property. I'll go to market just to walk around, just walk by the river, just relax. Oh, lights out. All right, see you in the morning. So, our day starts with a light breakfast. I've ordered myself some bread omelette and black coffee. And after that, I'll just sit and do some work. I forgot to get some cables, man. I forgot to bring my USB-C cables. So I don't have cables to charge my equipment. I'll have to buy 2 USB-C cables. I need that immediately. And let's see, if I feel, I'll go to Hidimba temple or something. And here we are starting our day 3 ride from Manali to Sisu. Now, although today's ride is a very short ride of 40 kilometers, but the altitude gain is a lot, which will be really helpful for me to get adjusted to the altitude so I don't get AMS. Now you see, every time I ride from Manali going towards Ladakh, this is the part of the road I absolutely enjoy. This is very scenic. This is the road that leads to Atal Tunnel. and it's honestly my favorite road, especially when you have this weather and not much of a traffic. You truly enjoy the bike ride. And let me show you the moment when you enter Atal Tunnel. This is the absolute favorite moment of mine. झरना कहाँ पे? ये बिल्डिंग और एंट्री यहाँ से. I've made it to my stay. It's called the Jharna in Lahore. It's right opposite the Sisu waterfall. So let's go check in. I've checked into my room. I'm staying at a place called the Jharna. Sorry, my place looks a little messed up because I started charging all my gear and all that stuff. So yeah, this is my room. Looks pretty decent. It's kind of messy. Let me show you another room. Alright, now that you've seen how pretty the rooms are, we got geyser, yeah, we got geysers, they have Wi-Fi over here, and they also have a view of Sisu waterfall. Let me show you. There. You can see Sisu waterfall from here. I'm gonna go there in the evening. It's a little bit hot right now. I'll go after 5:30. Again, I've gained a little more altitude. Now, you may ask, why did I only do 40-45 kilometers from Manali? Now, Manali is at 6,000 feet and Sisu is about 10,000. That's about 4,000 more. And the place I want to go, that is Shinkula Top and Gomboranjan, that's above 16,000 feet, I guess, Shinkula Top. So I want to be safe. That's why I'm not going too fast. I didn't go from Manali from 6,000 feet straight to 16,000 feet. That's a lot of altitude gain in one day. So stayed in Manali for 2 days. Now in Sisu for 1 day, maybe Keelong for another day, or Jispa. It's almost the same height, but I just want to get used to the altitude and then I'll move forward. So that is the plan. I'll go for lunch. They don't have a restaurant in this hotel though, so you have to go to another restaurant. So I'm going to quickly have lunch, relax, chill, do some editing work, watch some shows or something, and then sleep, and then tomorrow we go to Jispa or Kilong. Let's see. And by the way, I also forgot to tell you that for my safety, I've got myself a oxygen cylinder. It's a portable oxygen cylinder, and it costs around 700 rupees. And I'm also having Dimox because my body doesn't do that well if I just suddenly gain altitude, and it's with everybody. So you don't have to do a lot of altitude in one day. So you have to go slow. You have to be safe. You don't want anyone getting hurt, So yeah. All right, I have made it to the Sisu waterfall. Alright, I'm all set to go to Jispa. It's 52 kilometers and I'm going to take 1 hour 10 minutes, so not too bad. Let's do this. But I'm also going to stop at Dandi to get some extra fuel in the jerry cans and also a little bit here, because after that there's only a petrol pump in Kilong, and I think next is in Padung. So don't want to risk it. We'll just fill it up. Let's go. Now, when you're going to Ladakh via Manali, it's very important to fill your fuel in Tandi or Kilong. On this route, Kilong is the last petrol pump you'll find. So I don't like to risk it. I rather fill my fuel in Tandi than in Kilong, just in case what if the Kilong one is empty, there is no fuel there, or it's closed for some reason. That's why I prefer filling fuel in Tandi. Now, I usually, when I pass from this route, I carry 2 extra jerry cans. I fill them like 3 to 4 liters each and fill my tank full. Here is an extra tip. When you're traveling over here in this region, please carry extra cash, because you don't know when your internet will not work in this region. Now, I was struggling to pay via Google Pay or Phone Pay, and there was very little to none internet. Luckily my payment went through, but I did have some extra cash on me. Now on this route, the last ATM you will find, I believe, is in the village of Kilong. So now if you're going on the main road, you have to take a right, go down to the village, and you'll find yourself multiple ATMs over there.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, today is the day. We're finally going to Zanskar. So the plan is we go to Shinkula top first. Gonna spend some time there. Then we're gonna go to Ranjan, spend some time there, and then Purne. Now I've been told there are a couple of water crossings. Fingers crossed they are not too difficult, because like every time I'm only scared for this bag right here. This has my lenses, my 3 lenses, my camera, my drone. My bag has my laptop, so it's the only thing I'm worried about. So fingers crossed, God's gonna be with us. Let's do it, guys. Finally, the day has come. Let's do it. Shinkula top, bro. Made it. Yes, we made it. I cannot believe we have made it to Shinkula top. Whew. One target done. Good job, eh? Good job. I love you so much. Hi. Right in front of the sign is a small lake. Let me show you. My pants are falling down. Alright, get ready for it. Look at this. Oh my god, that looks so pretty. Still at Shinkula top. Let me show you the difference between glacier and just snow. Because a lot of people make mistake. They just see snow and they say, oh, that's a glacier, but it's not. Let me show you. So you see down here, that's snow. And on top, that's glacier. Let me zoom in and show you. Snow. Glacier. All the best, guys.
You're heading to Leh?
Eventually, my main is Zanskar, Padom, Purne, Kargil, and then just Leh, just to. Yeah.
Have a safe ride, bro.
Huh?
Have a safe ride.
You all too. Take care. Now, as soon as we leave Shinkula top, the road is a little bit damaged, or it's bad for first few kilometers. As you can see, this part of the road is really bad. You have to go a little slow because I have a lot of saddlebags at the back of my bike, so my tire does slip a little bit. But after a few kilometers, the road gets better. As you can see, the distance between Shinkula top and Ranjan is not too much. It's just few kilometers. You have to just come down the mountain and you'll get there really fast. Now, the main thing is, to try and do this part of the journey as early as possible to avoid any water crossings. From what I heard was in the afternoons there are a couple of water crossings and it becomes a little difficult, it seems. I've heard that a lot, but because I did this in the morning, I did not face any water crossing and it was a smooth ride and I really enjoyed it.
Alright, so right behind me is Gombo Ranjan. Finally made it. Let's go ahead and get some photos of this place. Woo! Alright, we got Combo Ranjan right behind me. Whew. Now here's the thing, it's very funny, but when we came from Shinkula top, I was right next to the mountain because it's all mountains, and from that angle when you're coming there, you don't really see this. It's only if you're coming from Leh or Padum, you get to see this as you ride towards it. And I saw a sign that said Gombo Ranjan. I was like, where? I can't see. And I looked to my right, I'm like, is that it? Then I just go ahead a little bit towards that road and I ride, and I look back, I'm like, yep, that's it right there. So it's a little bit confusing if you're coming from Shinkula side, because what we see in videos is people usually ride from that side and they get this point of view. But if you're riding from Shinkula side, you don't really get this point of view. It just looks like any other mountain. So see that. So if you go towards it, you get this point of view. But if you're coming from the other side, it's not the same. But oh man, this is such a great feeling. Finally, after so many years, and we made it, guys. We made it. Gonna spend some time here, have a tea or breakfast to celebrate this moment, and then go to Purne. So happy.
Now off we go from Gombo Ranjan to Purne village. Now there are few cafes here where you can get some decent parathas and Maggi and chai. I stopped for breakfast. I had a bread omelette and a ginger honey tea, which is quite interesting. Now the road to Purne village is quite interesting. For the first few kilometers, or at least as of last month, July, the roads were pretty decent. There are a few patches of off-roading here and there, but overall the roads are pretty decent, and it's a very scenic route. You'll truly enjoy riding on this road. Now when you're going to Purne, you need to make sure at one point there'll come a diversion. Now if you're going to Padum, you can take that road because it's much better than the road going to Purne. They eventually merge at one point, but if you're going to Purne, you need to stay right side of the valley. You don't need to take the left. You need to stay on the right because Purne village is on the right side of this valley. Now it's very easy to miss Purne village because when you're about to reach the village is this junction right here. You need to make sure you don't cross that. You'll find small boards there which says Futkal Gompa or the Grand Purne, the hotel over here. Now it's a small village, so there are very limited places to stay. There is no coverage over here. I think Airtel postpaid works. So if you get here, obviously your internet will not work, and you can just go and find out the prices for the hotel. There are 3 or 4, I guess. I stayed in the second homestay that I found in this region. Now that place also has camps, and let me just quickly show you. Alright, made it to Purne village and it's super hot. So came from up there and I found this homestay, well, hotel, homestay, whatever you like to call it. What it's called? Oh, there's the name. Norbu Guest House and Camping Site. They have Swiss tents as well over there.
but I wanted a proper room. Now let me quickly show you the room. He gave me the room all the way back because apparently it has the best view, and they are charging about 2,500 for this room. So that's my room for the night. But they also serve dinner and breakfast. I don't know about lunch, but it has meals. So you can see the river from here, and that's my view. So yeah, today was a good day. Also, obviously our SIM cards won't work because we are in Ladakh. You can buy a SIM card in Padum, I've been told. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and buy a Geo SIM card in Padum. And yeah, that is it. Alright, so we are in Purne for only one reason, to see the Futkal monastery. Now, I've parked my bike little ahead because you can see this is quite steep, and there's another one over there, and there's a turn. So if I miss it, I end up in the river, and plus there were no directions, so I didn't know. So I just parked my bike right over there, and from here we go walking. Now from the junction, the Purne junction, I think I did about 4.5 kilometers ish, and from here I think it's 1.5 kilometer walk, so not too bad. Although I should have kept my helmet back, it's become heavy now. Yeah, let's do that. Let me keep my helmet and let me show you why I kept my bike over there. You see, it's like a dirt track, and it's quite steep and at an angle. So if I miss it, sit down. Also, if it's off-roading like that, it's okay. But climbing up this, little bit challenging. Anyway, I was told to park my bike and walk, so not too bad. There you go. Park my bike here. And now, let's start walking. Whew. So, we have to cross that bridge, and then the monastery is right here somewhere behind this. So the walk is not too far, I guess. Not too bad either. Alright, let's go. Whoa. Alright, so to go to the monastery, you have to cross this bridge and then go up that side, cross the small bridge, go along the line, and there's your monastery. Let's do it! Woo! So we're really close to the Futkal monastery, but this caught my attention. Look at the carvings on the rock. How beautiful it is, huh? I'm inside Futkal Monastery. It's really gorgeous. Look at this. Let me show you. So the temple is on top, but unfortunately they close at 6 o'clock and it's almost 7 now. I was an hour late, so didn't get to go inside. That's okay, but at least I got to be here. I'll just pray from here and just so happy to be here finally. And I've been waiting for this moment for such a long time. It finally came. Do come to Futkal. The roads are amazing except for that last 5 kilometers of off-roading from Pune coming towards this monastery, and then the walk. It took me about an hour from the parking lot to come here, only because I stopped for photos and videos, plus there was construction work going on, so I had to stop. Plus I'm walking slowly, so maybe it would take 45 minutes ish from parking to here. Or even if you drive ahead towards that steep slope and come back, maybe half an hour you can easily do it. So not too bad. Alright, I've almost made it to my parking spot. Now I started climbing down at 7:30. There was a lot of lights then and it's becoming dark. I reached the bridge by 7:45 in 15 minutes, and now to my parking spot in 7-8 minutes ish. So that gives you a rough idea based on where you park, how long it's going to take you to go up. So if you're going to climb up 45 minutes from the parking spot where I kept my bike, and coming down 20 minutes ish. So yeah, when you're coming down here, definitely plan well. I didn't, that's why it's getting late. Now I have to ride 5 kilometers ish to Pune and it's getting dark, so thankfully I didn't have to hike all the way to Pune, so that would have been really bad. So yeah, so it's 4.5 kilometers ride. It's a 4.5 kilometers ride from the Pune junction to this spot where I parked. If you go ahead a little bit, probably it become 5, but yeah, just to let you know. Alright, today we are going from Pune to Padum. It is 7:56 a.m. Let's see how long it takes for us to reach Padum. As of now, it's off-roading. So let's see how many kilometers of off-roading it is. And we have made it to Padum. Alright, we made it to Padum. Unfortunately, I lost the cover of this couple of kilometers back. So that sucks. So, alright, we made it to Padum. I lost the cover of my 360, the rubber cover. I'll have to figure out something now. Alright, I'm gonna take a photo of that Buddha over there and then head out, find a place to stay for tonight.
CBSE 83 CBSE 13 95 10 का डालो.
Alright, I've made it to Padum. Super tired. I got myself a Airtel SIM card which is going to work in Zanskar, Kargil, Leh and even in Jammu Kashmir. So yeah, I got myself a room. It's called Yak Guest House. It's literally right in the market. Everything is right there. Even the SIM card. If you're coming from Pune, it's after this Yak. You go ahead. On your left, you'll find the Airtel shop. Let me give you a room tour. It's my room. It's a pretty decent room. Right now there is no current. Let me just check if it's there. No. They got decent washroom with geyser, and they have Wi-Fi as well, and they charge 1500 at night. So not too bad. Whew. Wow, I'm tired. Now the only problem is I lost my cover for this guy. Now I'll have to do something makeshift, find some. I have a socks. I have extra socks. I'm gonna put socks on it and then put rubber band every time I go for a ride. So that sucks. Anyway, I'm gonna rest for some time.
Later that same evening.
So our dinner for today is ready. We got some chicken, dal, sabzi, rice, this and roti. So we got a lot of food. And qualifying is going on. Let's have this. Alright, another beautiful day here in Padum, Zanskar Valley. Now I just had my breakfast and I made up my mind that I'm going to do the Sirsila Singela Pass, go to Lama Yuru, and I was really excited about it. Really wanted to do it tomorrow because I've thought about it, because all these years I've done so many bike rides. I've done Ladakh. This is my third time in Ladakh. I've done Spiti Valley. I've done all of South India. But I don't know, for some reason, I just refuse to call myself a biker. I don't know. So I thought maybe after this ride, I thought I'll call myself a biker because it's a very challenging route, It's 220 kilometers. Very few people do this route. So it's a risky road. We don't know the road conditions. They're saying yes, the road is good, but there are water crossings, there are off-roading, plus you'll be isolated. Anyway, so I was really excited to take this challenge. And just like last year, I just found out, and he confirmed it with the cops and the locals, that this road has been closed 3 or 4 days back because of some landslide and cloudburst. Something, I'm not sure. They said they're not letting anyone in from Lamayuru or anyone go from here towards Lamayuru. So, sucks. Now, well, I'll take it with a pinch of salt. I'll do some sightseeing today, go to Kargil tomorrow, do the Drang Drung Glacier, Kargil, Srinagar, Jammu, and then back. So the whole point of visiting Leh in this tour was that I do this route, the Singela Sirsila Pass, because that was the challenging part. It was not my main goal as such. My main goal was Purne, Gombogranjan, and Shinkula Top. But I would have loved to do this. Well, since it didn't happen, that's okay. Shit happens. So here we are. We are going to local sightseeing today then. We are going to Zangla Palace or the Zangla Fort. And then there's a monastery over there. And then a waterfall right over there. And then that is it. We'll call it a day and we'll end the video. So let's go explore Padum and the nearby places. Right. Alright, so my first stop is the Photang Monastery, where they are celebrating Dalai Lama's 90th birthday. So, super excited to be here. Let's try and get some content here. Let's see what we find. So, our hotel staff and the manager Abdul told me about this event here. I said, okay, sure, let's try. So let's check it out. And as you can see, there are a lot of people here from Padum here to celebrate this. Let's go and check it out. Okay, so I left that place because it was so hot and I was really struggling. So decided to leave. I'm gonna go back to my hotel, rest for some time, and when the sun goes down, I'll then go to other places. Let's see if I can go to Zangla Palace or the waterfall. But it was too hot and I did a mistake of wearing my riding jacket and the pants. Plus all the camera and everything, it was really exhausting. Alright, I'm gonna quickly have some lunch. So today is a veg day over here because of prayers happening. So I ordered myself a veg tupka, but honestly it feels like veg Maggie. Yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna take some rest, then get back out again. Alright, so it's 4:30 right now and I'm going to Zangla Palace. And it shows 25 kilometers from here, so hopefully I'll be there soon. I'll come back in an hour. Now I'm breathing hard because I just walked from here to here, and that itself got my heartbeat up so much. And that shows that in high altitude a little cardio can really do this to you. Whew. Alright, it's 4:30. Let's go to Zangla. Right? We made it to Zangla Palace. It's right there. Let's hope it's open. It looks like it's closed. The views from up here is just stunning. Let me show you. Here we are. We've almost made it to Penzilla Pass, but before that I want to show you the one place I wanted to see for such a long time. Drang Drung Glacier. Look how beautiful and majestic it looks from here. Now when you're coming from Kargil, when you're coming from Padum, there is another curve from where you can take video, which was the previous video I showed you. You can take photos from there, that's the side view. But if you just come on top, you'll find this place and you get a straight view of the glacier. Oh man, this is just incredible. I've been waiting for this moment for such a long time because I wanted to see India's one of the biggest glacier.
And that is it from this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit too long, but there is so much to show and so much to experience. I hope you guys make a plan to visit Zanskar because it's truly beautiful and raw, and it is once in a lifetime that you must do. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Do like, comment and share it with your friends. Show it to them how much you need this trip, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in my next video.